Hi guys, it's Deb Courtney here. I'm just down at beautiful Cable Beach with all the kids. It's an extra long weekend here, and I just thought we came down last weekend and it was just so gorgeous that decided we need to do this more often. So here I am again. They've gone exploring on the rocks. I'll just show you a quick overview of what Cable Beach looks like, and they're out there exploring somewhere on those rocks, but there's the beach and the tide. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know what you were looking at. The tide, we have massive tides here, so the tide's out at the moment, so you kind of have to chase the water sometimes, but once you it's just stunning. Anyway, I thought I would touch base a bit today while I have this quiet time while they're exploring in the rocks and checking out the crabs and all the little bits they can find in the leftover water puddles in the rocks, is just trying to help you along with starting up your business, or if you've got your business going but you're feeling like you're not sure where to go, you get yourself out of a rut. And one of the things that really can help you is something that I've learnt through my mentors and the groups I'm part of, is sort of 5 areas that you need to try and do every day, and we call them the 5 pillars. And so one of those 5 pillars is reading. So if you talk to any successful people, they always make a commitment to read every day. I'm currently reading, hold on a sec, I'm going to pull it out, and this is why I came down here, because it's also a great opportunity to sit back and do a little bit of that. So this is the one I'm currently reading, The Circle of Profit, and that's just, it's good to just keep yourself up, whether it's personal development or business books. Obviously reading for pleasure is lovely, but to be honest, these I find I'm reading for pleasure myself. That's it, that's what I read. But I try and make a commitment of reading 10 pages at least a day. You can read more, but usually 10 pages is a good start. I do tend to find that I have to do it at the end of the day, but on a day like this, as the kids grow, you get to do things in a different way, and I think you'll find as parents working from home with children, your scheduling becomes different as the kids go through the different age groups. And I know what it was like for when mine were newborn, and now they're getting towards a different stage in life, and I have to reschedule, rejuggle how I did things before, but that's just the way it is. But the beauty is we're adaptable and we can do that. That's the great thing about it. So last night I was up fairly late. Anyway, back to the point about reading. So choose your books. Look at I might even put a list up on my Facebook page of some of the books I've actually read, and you can go to the debcourtney.fan page, and I'll somewhere I'll put a list of some of the books I've read, which might help you go out searching for some more books that you can read that I find really helpful. So then the other thing is, you want to do some emailing to your audience, and that's something that I'm working on building up and developing that. So emailing to your audience to keep in touch with them, let them know what's going on, and just offering some value. So that's where I'm building up my audience. So I will organise for, if you want to go and subscribe to a newsletter, there will be a link on my debcourtney.com fan page. I'm just in the process of really just building that. You don't have to have a really fancy web page. It's a start and a point of access for people. So I can tell you at the moment mine's not fancy, but that's not necessarily the important aspect to business. So don't get too hung up, and not everything needs to be doesn't have to be perfect to get going. You just need to get started. So emailing and marketing, you can use Facebook, you can use Instagram. Facebook's probably one of the best ways to do some of your marketing and get it out there, but you can link it up. I've got an Instagram, Debs Courtney, I've got Twitter, Debs Courtney, and I don't know how to use all of them that well. Facebook I'm much better at, but utilise things like that. And then I've got my Deb Courtney Endeavours YouTube page, which is where this will be uploaded to, and I'll share it onto my my Facebook page. So just trying to keep that fairly regular. Facebook likes regular posts because not every post is seen every, the more you actually put onto Facebook, the more likely your posts are going to go out there and be seen by people. So quite often they can go unnoticed. So you need to try and keep that fairly regularly, and that doesn't take too much, and you can actually schedule those things. So the other one is audio. What are you listening to? What are you doing? I know I love music, but I must say what I tend to do now is, especially on some of the longer trips, because we live in a remote area and trips can be very long, and so I listen to my audio. I download books, some of the books that I've actually got on paperback. I also download on audio so I can re-listen to them, because repetition is the mother of learning. So I re-listen to them over and over. I download some podcasts. I am on conference calls with people, so I download those and re-listen to them. So what have you got playing? What are you listening to? What are you feeding your mind? What TV are you watching? So I really don't watch that much TV, and when I do watch it, I watched a movie last night, but I chose to sit down and watch a movie for a while, and then it got late and I did some work late, but that was my choice. I chose to sit down and watch a movie because it's not something I do very often. But what are you feeding your mind? What are you listening to? Because what's going in here is really having an impact on your thought processes. And if you're really listening to lots of negative stuff, it's just going to bring you down and make you feel negative. And then the last one's masterminding. So I don't want to go too long, because I want to keep this under 10 minutes. Last one's masterminding, and who are you hanging out with? Who are you bouncing ideas off with? What groups can you find to do that kind of thing? So I'm part of a few groups, a couple of key ones that I mastermind with, and even just being on our Facebook pages, we share ideas, discoveries, ask questions, and someone else might know the answer, so we can share. So I've got some awesome masterminding groups going on. So, look out for those. Look out for some of the like-minded people that are doing the things that you want to do, and come together, and you can utilise their knowledge base and that kind of thing. So they're the 5 pillars. So what have we got? We've got audio. What are you listening to? Emailing, marketing, reading, and masterminding. So they're the 5 pillars that you should try and work on and develop and keep going each day, because they become a habit, and once it becomes a habit, it makes it much easier. So it might take you an hour, it might take you 2 hours. Oh, there's my Oscar. In the background, he's come back from exploring, and I think it might be time to pack up, but coming under the 10 minutes. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you've got some value out of that. Go check out some of my fan page, Deb Courtney, and I do the odd Twitter, and mainly I'm doing the fan pages on the Facebook, and you can follow me on Instagram, which I was sort of just working on, which is Debs Courtney, DEBS Courtney. Take it easy. I'm going to enjoy tomorrow as my extra day, but I am going to be doing some of my 5 pillars as well. So I will see you on another video. See ya.